This is just a quick brainstorming session trying to discuss the options for learning AWS. I'd like to do some training because BYU OAT is putting all of our new applications into AWS, and we're actively migrating all of our existing applications to the cloud. And so I think training is very important. Some options that we have for training are reInvent, which is Amazon's yearly global conference, and bringing in someone to do some training for us on site. So I just wanted to have the Crazy Friday group have a quick discussion brainstorm about that so we can discuss the options and see what we like, what we're thinking about for that. So reInvent, let's talk about that first. It's, again, Amazon's yearly conference. It's huge. I think there are 4 hotels involved. You know, most conferences, you got a big hotel that you're in, right? This is Las Vegas, and it's got 4 hotels. 4 big hotels. It's big, big, big. You can't sign up yet, but through our Amazon account rep, we got some decreased price registration. We could, if we got a lot of people going, we could decrease the amount of the cost for travel by, you know, taking one of our carpool buses and just drive there. And you could have people switching off driving to make the long trip easier. Right? It's in Las Vegas, which I personally don't like too much because of the inappropriate billboards. But, you know, there's that. And it's November 28th, so looks like right after the Thanksgiving holiday through December 2nd. So that's almost a whole, I think that's a whole week, Monday through Friday. But training-wise, you got a lot of options here. It's huge. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you were saying, though, that we have the option of getting a good discount or bringing them on site here, too?
It's interesting. Amazon, the company themselves, will not come to Utah to do training.
What?
The reason is Amazon.com does not charge sales tax in Utah. If they started doing business in Utah, like doing trainings and such, they would be required to charge sales tax in Utah. Yeah. So nice. Personally, I think that's okay. Wyatt and at least one of the person from the platform team, I believe, went to a training at the Adobe campus just recently. It wasn't by Amazon themselves, but it was by a third-party training company called One Strategy, and they, at least Wyatt, really liked that training. Thought it was done very well. I think it would be very useful for us. And they said that they could do, if we brought them in, I don't know the cost yet, so I can investigate that, but we could bring them in and then tell them exactly what type of training we want, not just whatever their canned thing is. We can say, okay, we already know all of this, but we want to know this. Or these people need to know the basics, but everybody else in another session, we'd like them to do something a little more in depth. So that's an option with that kind of training. reInvent, just so you know, is our account rep is really excited about having us all meet. I think they wanted to have us meet the vice president, some higher ups in Amazon, just to get a better idea. The LDS Church is our parent company is on AWS. Family Search is on AWS in a big way. And if BYU got into Amazon in a big way, which we are, that's a major benefit to Amazon, right? You know, not that we're a huge contract, but it's kind of broadening that whole LDS Church umbrella thing to, I'm sure they're, you know, happy about that. So there's a reInvent 5K if you want as well, a Harley ride. Okay, I see 3 hotels here.
Don't forget the pub crawl.
Yeah, right.
well, yeah, that's gonna be the best part of the whole thing, right?
What were you saying, Matthew?
No, it's just interesting to get the pricing that you're saying with one strategy group.
Yeah.
And how much training that they would provide, because potentially those who would be able to go to this training would come back and do some training on a Crazy Friday or something like that right after, like we're doing with WooCon, right?
Right.
And I think that's even beneficial as well.
For sure.
To have one strategy, if Wyatt really liked their presentation and their format, and we could focus on what we all needed to learn, I mean, that's a great opportunity too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure. I'll be investigating that for sure. But I will probably do some of both. You know, I'm definitely going to reInvent. John Payne's going. Todd Barrett's going. Matt Wilkinson's probably going. And then anyone else who's interested will probably be able to go. So yeah, a lot of options there. But there's a lot of cost to the hotel and the registration and the travel. So, but I think training in one way or another is very
But you went
important.
last time, right? I mean,
To reInvent?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I
no,
thought
none of us have
watched
gone
it.
yet. I saw it online. That's another option. You can watch whatever is broadcast online. I don't
But
think,
then
not
all
everything
the
is, but
workshops though, right? All the workshops and the
Yeah.
training,
Yeah.
on-site training. Stuff like that
if
would be
you really want to get the best out of it, you should go. But yeah, go ahead.
This website doesn't give a list.
No,
what's
it's
being
not.
done.
It's not fully
planned
set yet. It's
So
6
hard
months
to
away.
Get an idea of just what is. I mean,
Yeah.
AWS. Okay, that's pretty.
We can
general.
look at the last years and do that if we want.
From what I've seen, I mean, they're gonna cover everything.
No.
It's gonna be pretty good.
It's
They can't. It's too much, right?
well, I just said that they will.
Oh, they
They're gonna
will.
cover
Oh,
I mean, not every detail of everything,
right.
but they're gonna have most of the developer conferences that I've seen their schedules for and such have beginner stuff, they have intermediate stuff, they have advanced stuff, they have things that kind of span the whole thing. They will spend a lot of their time talking about whatever new things they announced and
Right.
going over that and how to use that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's best to have
Sorry. Keep going.
I think it's probably best if the people that go have a working knowledge of things, because then they can get the most out of it, and it's
hmm
You have to know what you need to ask questions about.
exactly.
That's right.
Yep.
But we have a lot
It's
of time. You have 6 months, right, to
Mhm.
maybe get some in-house training.
Yeah.
And then go down and know exactly what we need to get some advanced stuff at reInvent might be really beneficial, right? Let's plan on going and then prepare ourselves to really get the most benefit out of going on site and getting the direct advanced training that is going to
Mhm.
be there.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, if we send a punch down, right, we could do a van as opposed to
Yeah,
flights. If we wanted
right,
to,
right.
and that would cut down costs significantly.
Right. And you could have
Yeah,
people
we can take
working
schools.
while you're traveling, on your phone's internet connection while somebody's driving.
Right. Great.
It's an option. Okay. Anything else about this? Next steps is I'll be looking into the cost of the on-site training, and but anyone who's interested, feel free to send a travel request in ServiceNow for reInvent, and then we'll keep going. Thanks a lot.
Has anyone been to reInvent?
Not that I know of. But every time we talk to our account reps at Amazon, they're like, "You going? You going? You going?"
I'm sure.